Recently, we received an email at a Mighty Wind Ministry from someone asking us if we believed that the earth was flat or round. And I thought, okay, they can't be serious. This is a joke, right? And so I quickly wrote him back and I said, well, as far as we know, it's round. And then I thought that was the end of that. Then a few weeks later, I'm got an email from a ministry partner, a member of a Mighty Wind Ministry, sharing a link to someone who was presenting the flat earth premise with biblical information to support it, scripture. And I was talking to Prophet Elizabeth one night in prayer. We were discussing different matters, and I was in my emails and I saw that and I thought, well, I'll share this with her and see what she thinks. And right away, Yahweh God spoke, and I'll share his exact words here. November 22nd, 2015, Yahweh God spoke through Prophet Elizabeth regarding the flat earth, and he said, all the other planets are round, so why would this one be flat? You have to be careful what you read and study. Don't go listening to scientists. Look at the sky and see Yah's handiwork.
Number 10. All the other planets and stars we've ever seen are round, and there's no reason to indicate that the Earth should be any different. Number 9. Time zones. Day and night happen at different times at different places on Earth. In fact, it's always day somewhere and night somewhere else. Number 8. The Coriolis effect means freely moving things like cannonballs or hurricane winds are deflected to the right, but only if you're north of the equator. If you're south of the equator, they're deflected left.
So what's actually happening here is you are throwing this ball. You can only throw a ball in a straight line. Can I clear that up straight away?
Yes.
Even though it appears in your eyes to be bending. So you throw the ball straight, it's still going straight, but the table is moving below you, and all of a sudden, look who's in front of that straight moving ball, and it looks like it's bent off to the right because you're still looking at the guy you were intending to throw it to, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Coriolis effect.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Winters, product specialist here at Gunworks. Today we're going to go over one of the common issues guys have when collecting data. And one of the common issues that we see is the Coriolis effect. Now, real quick, let's kind of just explain the Coriolis effect in layman's terms. The Coriolis effect is the effect that when the bullet leaves the barrel of the gun, it is actually leaving the surface of the earth. So as the bullet leaves the barrel of the gun, the earth is still rotating, and the bullet is not rotating with the earth. So the earth will actually rotate out from underneath of the bullet while it is in flight. So as the earth rotates, it actually rotates from the west to the east. So what that's going to do to our targets is if you're shooting west, your target's going to rotate up and towards us, which is going to cause the bullets to hit lower. And if you're facing east, the target's going to be dropping and slightly moving away, which is going to cause the hits to be higher.
Number 7. Triangles. If you walk 10,000 kilometers straight along the Earth's surface, turn 90 degrees to your right, walk 10,000 kilometers more, turn right again and walk another 10,000 kilometers, you'll be back to where you started, having successfully made a triangle with 3 90-degree angles. As any geometry student can tell you, this is impossible on a flat surface. Number 6. The sun, in general, gets lower and lower in the sky as you travel away from the equator, and you can use this to directly measure the Earth's curvature. Pick 2 places a few hundred miles directly north and south of each other, and at noon, measure the shadows cast by a vertical meter stick at each location. You can use the shadow lengths to figure out the angle between the sticks, and once you add in how far apart they are, you can calculate the Earth's curvature. Number 5. The stars at night change as you go north or south. For example, Orion is upside down if you're in Australia. Number 4. Ferdinand Magellan, and many people afterwards, circumnavigated the Earth. That means he left headed west, continued going west, and came back to where he started, still going west. Actually, Magellan was dead, but one of his ships, led by Juan Sebastian Elcano, finished the journey. If you head west and circumnavigate the Earth yourself, you'll be able to tell because you'll observe 1 fewer sunrise than everyone who stays at home. Number 3. The horizon. Ships on the ocean or tall Chicago buildings viewed over Lake Michigan disappear bottom first. And you can see the sunset twice if you watch it lying down and then quickly stand up.
And in this video we're looking at some images of a cruise ship that I filmed sailing out of the local harbour. So here we are zoomed up, and we can see the Diamond Princess sitting nice and level on the ocean as she was heading out. Okay, so there's no digital zoom used here. This is all optical zoom. So we can see that the ship is getting further out, and as it gets further out, it gets lower. It's sinking over the horizon. And in this frame here, this is an earlier frame, and you can see that there's a box around it, because in the next shot I've got an overlay of one of my earlier shots, or another shot that I took off the internet of the Diamond Princess overlaid, so that we can see just how much of the Diamond Princess is obscured by the horizon.
The simple fact is, if the Earth were flat, there wouldn't be a horizon beyond which things could disappear, so from across Lake Michigan you'd be able to see all of Chicago, as well as the Rocky Mountains. Number 2. During a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the Earth on the moon is curved.
As the moon begins to orbit Earth, the sun's light reflects off the moon, causing a different portion to glow. During a full moon, if the moon, Earth, and sun align, and the moon passes through the Earth's shadow, a lunar eclipse will occur.
And number 1. We know the Earth is round because we have photographic evidence.
Be careful what you read, people. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And remember, the spirit of insanity has been loosed. Please be careful not to receive it.